Peace and love. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I know it's early. Y'all might not be able to see me after I cut my light out. I'm waiting for my son to come outside because he overslept. And I gotta run him. So figured I would come and spend some time with y'all this morning while I take him to his destination. And he's definitely running a little late. But good morning. Good morning. It is raining here in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's not cold, but it's still cold rain. Yeah, so it's actually raining pretty hard. So, you know, I like to come out and turn the car on and let it sit before I pull off because you know how that is. Helps the longevity of the vehicle when you do that. So how are y'all doing this morning? How are y'all doing this morning? I was on here late last night. Just doing a little bit of Q&A, teaching. I want to try to go live as much as possible during the month of December because it's very important to me to speak about mindset. So any little nuggets or any little bit of information that I can drop to you all to help focus on the issue of the mind, I will do that. I want to do that while I'm working on the issues of my heart, because there's some things that I also deal with. You know, I think we all deal with different things, but the one thing about me that I realize is as I teach more, I learn more. As I teach more, I learn more. As I share more, I get more revelation. So, yeah, it's going to be important to me to deal with matters of the mind and the heart in December. Because, y'all, we coming up on a new year. You know, and in order for us to get some different results, we have to do some things different. Grand rising, peace and love to you all. Peace and love, grand rising. We got to do some we have to do some things that are different. We got to do some things that's different, you know. And we should be getting more into learning about who we are, our history, you know, the system, because, you know, I said it before on previous videos, we are literally out here fighting the freedom fight. We're freedom fighters. And so we know that we're trying to get out of a system that's rigged. It's not rigged in our favor, it's rigged against us. And so that system has affected us in ways that we really don't realize. When you really go deep with it, you will see the type of damage that this system has done over the centuries. And so we have to recognize that and know how to navigate that space. And it's more than just remedies. It's more than dealing with these lenders and creditors. It's more. You know, so in the month of December, I want to deal with what that more looks like. You know, to put it in those terms that you all can understand, because if we don't deal with these other issues, it don't matter how hard we try to go to get our remedy, it ain't gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, we got some work to do. We really do have some work to do. We have to really pick up the books, and we need to read. I know I said this before, that I was going to drop a list of books. Some new books just dropped in my lap in terms of me knowing about them. So I will make it a point. I want somebody to put a comment in this video and remind me to drop the list of books. So that you all can see what I've been reading. because that in itself is definitely going to help deal with the mind and some of the other things that it'll let you all know some of the other things that I've been focusing on. But yeah, we got to get into the reading, and we also have to make it a point to include the children in what it is that we're doing, especially if we're learning about remedy and how to properly navigate this system. Hey, Jamoris. Yep, Charlotte, North Carolina. That's where I am. I've been here since 2005. 2005. It's been a long time. Yeah, I had to get out of the colder climate. I was actually just home last week because my brother got married. So all the family, we went. It was a very, very nice wedding. Lovely, lovely wedding. We had a good time. I got a chance to spend some time with my family. Yeah, we had a really, really good time last week. So it was crazy. We drove back. But yeah, when I tell you, when we got to Pennsylvania, when that heat, or not the heat, when the cold hit my face, I was so done. I was already ready to go home. I'm like, oh no, this is why I moved. I don't want to be here. I did not want to be there. But I love my family. I miss my family. And that buffalo food is just so good, y'all. Oh my goodness, it was so good. So I miss that, but I don't miss the weather. I really don't. It was cold, y'all. Oof. It was bone chilling cold. The first 3-4 days that I was home, my body had went through like a shock. I'm like, oh no, this is not where it's at. So I'm glad to be back home in North Carolina. I could come home, I could just walk around with my little thin jacket on, if I have on a jacket at all, and just be happy. I just want to be happy and warm. Happy and warm. But yeah, there's definitely some books that I would like for you all to read. Now listen, I've been behaving myself in terms of getting into certain issues on this channel, because I know that there's a lot of things going on in the media right now. There's a lot of things that people are talking about. And I get that, because those conversations need to be explored. There's been a lot of things that's been hidden from us as melanated people for decades, centuries, right? And so now a lot of that stuff is coming to the forefront, and it's like, for those people out there that really have a platform, or if you are a pastor or a minister and you're not speaking about these issues, shame on you. Because let me tell you, everything in the dark eventually will come to the light, and there is only so long that you can hide the truth from the people. When people start finding out the truth, it's like a ripple effect, and the more that you try to stop it, the more that you're going to push it forward. That's just how it goes. And so, there's a lot of people out here that don't really talk about the issues. Like, I get into some of these topics on my TikTok page. Like, if you go to my TikTok, because TikTok, the platform is a little bit more open, and there's certain things that I can post on my TikTok that I wouldn't post on YouTube. It's just different dynamics, and there's a lot of stuff that I wouldn't even post on Facebook either. But TikTok is the app for the conscious community. That's how I look at it, because there's a lot of people on there that's teaching some fire. So if you go to my TikTok page, you'll see some of the things that I had posted. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go check and see why this boy ain't came out yet. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Whew, goodness gracious. And it's raining out here. Where's my... I'm sitting up here like, what is taking you so long to come outside, boy? Like, seriously. These kids. All right. Yeah, so like I was saying, there's a lot of things that people are talking about. There's like an awakening that's happening, right? And so you can't hide that truth. You can only hide it for so long before it starts coming out. And the thing of the matter is that there's a reason why the Creator is making it a point to wake up the people. When the Creator has a hand in what's going on, you're not gonna be able to stop it. So you might as well just accept it, deal with it, see what part you play in it, and move forward. That's the best thing that we can do. The more you try to deny the truth, the more it is going to come out. The more it's going to come out. That's just the way it is. So those are some of the discussions that, you know, we can have over on TikTok, you know, and on some of the private calls. So I have the information on the website in terms of the courses that's going to be coming up in January. And so classes rather. So in these classes, we're going to be getting into some of these topics because we have to be able to know how things are built out in the system as a whole in terms of how they're dealing with your estate. It goes deeper. The rabbit hole is deep. It's really, really deep. But we got to get into it. It's a conversation that we have to have. Hold on a second. Let me see what's going on with this thing right here. All right. Light cut out. That's a little bit better, but as soon as he get in the car, I'm gonna have to turn the light off. So, but yeah. It's gonna be rough out here, and we have to take the time to put our foundation in place. The system is gonna be changing, y'all. It's gonna be changing. It's gonna be changing. I was just having a conversation yesterday with my mom, you know, and I said, history is gonna repeat itself. It always does. I made a post on my Facebook page. This was a couple weeks ago. I was like, I said the trumpets are blowing the same today as it did back in the days of Noah. And there's still a lot of people that sleep. They're asleep. They're asleep. They don't know that the storm is coming. They in their own little world. They just just out here. They celebrating all these holidays and all of this stuff, right? And you know, the one thing that that we ignore is that we didn't create this system, nor did we create a lot of the things that we participate in. And there's a reason why the days of the week are the names that they are, the months are the names that they are, the calendar is set up the way that it's set up. These holidays, they push these holidays on us. Listen, y'all, at some point we're gonna eventually have to give all that stuff back. We gotta give it all back. We gotta give it all back. We're gonna have to completely come out of the system. And so how do you do? That's where you deal with your status and your contracts and your debt. The system it's not gonna last. It's just not. It's not gonna go on forever. And so, and knowing that it's not gonna go on forever, that there's gonna be some sort of thing that comes about in the States, because it's guaranteed to happen. There has never really been a major conflict on U.S. soil. You go back in history, you know, there hasn't been a major conflict, not a major conflict on this soil in terms of wars and, you know, civil unrest and things like that. So it's just destined to happen. It's coming. It's definitely coming. And so the thing of the matter is, what do you do to minimize the effect of what that looks like for you and how that's going to affect you? What do you do? Thank you for showing up. You know, so what do you do? All you can do is take the time to prepare. Y'all still there? I'm driving now, so my signal may cut in and out like it just did a second ago. So just stick with me. TikTok that they're starting, for those of you that are on TikTok, have you noticed that they're starting to advertise for survival food? Put a 2 in the chat if y'all have noticed TikTok advertising for survival food. Just put a 2 in the chat if you paid attention to that. Because I've noticed. I've noticed. I'm telling y'all, when you go in the stores and you go into Sam's Club and they got that big old they have that gigantic pallet of survival food that they're selling, y'all need to pay attention. I'm telling you, the signs is all around us. We just got to pay attention. We need to start stacking up. We need to start, you know, stockpiling, canning, you know, whatever that looks like for you and your family. You gotta start stocking up on stuff. You know, and what that means is that we're going to have to try to make as much money as we can, you know, within the next 6 months to a year. So that we can, I don't even know if we got that long really to get things in order, you know, so that we can be protected, because at some point you're going to have to be able to be self-sustaining. You're going to have to be self-sustaining. That means you might go to the grocery store one day and there's nothing there. So what are you going to do when you go to the grocery store and there's no food? What are you going to do? Because it's coming. It's definitely coming, y'all. You can see the signs of it now. I was just in the grocery store the other day, right? And there's this juice that I like to get. It's this tropical punch. And so I'm talking to the guy that works at the grocery store, and I'm asking about this juice, and he's like, oh yeah, they discontinued it. And I'm like, what? They discontinued it? He's like, yeah. He's like, I didn't realize that they were going to discontinue it. He said, after we weren't getting it in, he said, I left the label on the shelf thinking that it was going to come, and it never came. And he said, when I go to try to log into the system, he said, I can see it in there. He said, but it won't let me place an order. I said, wow. But the grocery stores, I know the grocery stores here in North Carolina, you can go in there, you can go into a Food Lion or Walmart. In certain parts of the stores, the shelves will be bare. And it's like, why is there no food here? It's no food. Because think about it, it's only going to take maybe 1 or 2 trucks to really clear out a grocery store where there's no food there. You got to think about how easy it is for that food supply to be cut short. You got to just think about it. You see the signs now, you're just ignoring it. You're just ignoring it. Any given day, you can go into the grocery store and certain shelves will be bare, or there's items that you have been trying to get that you can't get anymore. That's a sign. Pay attention to the signs, y'all. Pay attention to the signs. Pay attention, because something is definitely coming. I can tell you that it's coming. I done read it. I know what's coming. I already know what's coming. I'm not trying to scare y'all. I'm trying to make y'all more prepared, because some of us are walking around with blinders on. Like, seriously, we got blinders on. So anyway, I was talking to my mom the other day, and I told her, I said, you know, out of all the years that we've been on this journey, I mean, it's been a very long time. It's been a long time. I told her straight up, I said, those family members that have not woken up yet, I said, in 2022, I said, if they ain't woke up by now, they ain't gonna wake up. They not waking up. They sleep forever. They are never gonna wake up. I said, you know, so you have to, because my mom, her heart is so big, and her heart is throbbing for our family. You get what I'm saying? Like, when you really think about it, it's really, really sad, because there's a lot of people in the family that will never, ever, ever wake up. It don't matter what you do, what you show them. It don't matter. They always gonna look at you as crazy. They will never wake up. And so those people, where you going, they're not going to be able to go. They don't want to go. They don't want to go. You would literally have to drag them kicking and screaming to get them to go where you're going. In terms of the you know, coming out of the system, the remedy, the status, all these things that I teach on this channel, you would literally have to drag them kicking and screaming to get them to do, or you know, to do what you're doing. They're not interested. They're asleep. And it's already prophesied that a lot of people are going to perish. That's part of prophecy. You can't get away from prophecy. It's a lot of people that's just not going to make it, y'all. And so now is the time for us to begin to deal with that part of acceptance in terms of where we're going, because everybody not going to be able to come. Just like in the days of Noah, they sat up there and they watched that man build that ship. They were still out there partying, doing whatever, living their life, their best life. And then the first day that started raining, they still wasn't paying attention to it, because, oh, it's just a little bit of rain. It's just a little bit of rain. A lot of those people didn't pay attention until it was the very last minute. And when it's the last minute, it's too late. It's too late. And as soon as he closed those doors, it was over. There's going to be a point where people, your family, your friends will not be able to get a hold of you. They will not be able to get a hold of you, because at some point where you're going, you're going to have to close that door to them. Because the thing of the matter is if you go and try to reach back for them, you're going to end up sacrificing yourself. And you cannot sacrifice yourself. You don't work too hard, and you done did too much studying to go back into the fire to go try to save somebody that can't be saved. I'm telling y'all, it's going to get to that point. You got to start thinking about that now. You got to start thinking about that right now. You know, I don't know who else on YouTube or any other platform that really, you know, talks about these things, but it's a conversation that needs to be had, because we cannot keep we can't keep living in the fiction. We cannot keep living in this fiction. This is all fiction. I'm talking about everything is fiction. Everything, y'all. Everything. Everything. The days of the week, the calendar, everything that these people do, they have us in a complete and total fiction. And they designed it that way to take us away from the Creator. Everything that they did was by design. Everything. Even down to the words that we speak every day. That's all by design to take us away from our Creator. Y'all should know. And so it's not just the fiction of the legal person and all that stuff. I'm talking about all these other elements that we deal with every day that we don't pay attention to. They have placed a complete overlay over a world that we once knew. They put their fiction over a world that we once knew, and that is in all aspects of our life. It's not just dealing with the system, you know, credit and creditors and lenders and stuff like that. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. I knew you was gonna do that. It's much deeper than that, y'all. It's so deep. It's so deep. It's just so deep. It's deep. Whew. It's deep. Let's see what y'all got. I'm at a light. I don't know why it won't let me see the chat. Let me see. Here it is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know that Marcus, that's part of the reason why I don't talk about a lot of stuff, because I don't want to get censored. I still want to be able to come on here with my message, you know, with my teaching. So I don't want that to happen, you know. Let's see if I can get up here so I can make this turn. Are you trying to get over? Like, what are you trying to do? All right. Yeah, that's part of the reason why there's a lot of things that I don't speak about. TikTok, and you know, it's already a certain frequency over on that app, so I'm not too worried about doing things on TikTok. I do need to go live on there sometimes. Bless you. You know, but it's, y'all. Yeah. There's a lot of things that are by design. It's a lot of things that are by design. They have taken us so far away that trying to find our way back, it takes a lot of studying. And you literally have to question everything. You got to question everything, and you have to rebut everything. You got to rebut everything in terms of your documentation and how they label you. You got to rebut everything. You got to rebut the dates. This calendar, like this whole setup, y'all, it's just one big old fiction. It's just one gigantic lie. It's one big old lie. All of it. It's just a lie. A lie, lie, lie. It's a lie. It really is. Come on, y'all. So, yeah, we got work to do. So I know I said a lot, but I wanted to get on here. It's supposed to be morning encouragement, even though I dropped some heaviness in what I said, but it's really just to, you know, sort of put some fire underneath your feet so that we can really get on top of our game. If y'all are thinking about doing the holiday thing this month, I would highly suggest that we try to go in another direction, because that money that you're about to go and spend on all these presents could be used in other ways to further advance what you're trying to do and to protect your family. We got to do something different. All this holiday shopping and all the stuff we doing, we got to give all that stuff back to them too. I know people love their holidays and they love, you know, they Christmas and Thanksgiving and all that stuff, but none of that stuff was for us. That's their stuff. You got to give all that stuff back. You got to give it back. It's really time to do something different, and you know, we need to be boycotting a lot of these companies anyway, because they done made so much money off of melanated people. It's completely ridiculous, and none of these people is doing anything for us. And we got to get past the obsession that we got with these celebrities. It's a lot. People spend a lot of time following and focusing on celebrities. Like, these people not putting no sort of money in your pocket. Everything that they got out here in terms of what they put on TV, it's all a distraction, y'all. It's a distraction. Okay, sir, what are you doing? You doing too much. These people, like, you did all that just to get behind me. He did all that just to end up behind me anyway. It's all a distraction. We don't have time to be spending hours and hours and hours watching no TV. Guys, the men, where are the men? Where the men at? All y'all that be sitting up there watching all those sports and the sports teams, and the sports just rule your life. Come on. Come on. Come on. Y'all sitting, all the ladies that sitting up here watching Housewives and doing all of that stuff. Why? It's just a distraction. It's all a distraction, y'all. None of that stuff is contributing to any way in our life. It doesn't do anything for you, no way, shape, or form. It does absolutely nothing for you to sit up there and consume hours and hours and hours of content that's just distorting the mind on what reality is and how people are really living out here. It's all entertainment. If you're going to watch something on TV, watch a documentary, or watch something that is going to contribute to your journey in terms of your freedom. You know, read more. Read more. We definitely got to get back into reading. But the TV, that thing needs to stay off, or just take it down, or put it in the garage. I don't know. We got to do something different. We just got to do something different. We got to do something different, y'all. Woo, because if we don't, we gonna run out of time, and next thing you know, it's gonna be over. We're gonna run out of time. We will run out of time. So now is the time to change. change up what we're doing. We got to change up what we're doing. Like, seriously, we gotta switch it up. If you know that you want a certain life for yourself, or you want you're working on something that you're trying to see come through to fruition, you know, the majority of what you do every day should be focused on that thing. If you're studying, or you're researching, or you're making phone calls, whatever the thing is that you're working on, all of your extra time really should be focused on accomplishing that thing. So when you really look at it, we don't have no time to waste. We don't have any time to waste. Like, we don't have time to be wasting. We don't have no time to be wasting. Whatever it is that you think you're going to do tomorrow, do it today. Just do it today. Check it off your list. Check it off your list, y'all. Alright. Check it off of your list. Alright, Mr. J. Have a good day. Love you. Son, boy. These kids, what you gonna do with these kids? But yeah, you know, everything that we do every day should be towards the goal. Set yourself like little mini tasks towards the big task, or mini goals towards the big goal. Anybody know how to do the SMART goals? I remember doing a SMART goals chart when I was in college. It's very, very helpful. SMART goals is pretty much where you do an assessment of everything that you need to accomplish, and you focus on bringing justification and bringing reasoning as to why you're trying to accomplish certain goals. You put a timeline to it, you put a reason to it, and you put everything together, and you have to make it make sense for what you're trying to do. You know, a SMART goal is something that you can sort of gauge. You can gauge and measure if that goal is going to be successful for you or not, based on what it is that you're trying to do. It's like a matrix that you create for yourself, right? I would definitely look that up. Look up SMART goals, because when you develop your SMART goals chart, it's going to help you eliminate a lot of the things from your life that is counterproductive or not productive or is not cohesive to what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Basically, it's going to help you eliminate the BS stuff. It's going to help you eliminate all the extra stuff that you do that's not helping you, really. It's not really helping you. I would look that up. SMART goals. Somebody put SMART goals in the chat. Look up SMART goals. Somebody please put that in the chat for me. Because let me tell you, I think tomorrow is December 1st. We're at the end of 2022. 2020 or December is going to be the month that we take to sort of strategize and organize for the coming year. At least I know that's what I'm going to be doing. There's some things that I need to get prepared for that's going to be hitting in January, so it's no time to play. December is no time to fool around with getting your things together for 2023, because 2023 is going to come in fast and hard. And next thing you know, it's going to be June, and you're going to be like, okay, well, what did I accomplish? That's just how it is. This is just how it is. You're going to be like, what did I accomplish? Oh, it's raining hard. So we gotta take some time to get it together. Just gotta get it together. Take the time, y'all. Just take the time. Get structured. Use the money to gain something. Gain knowledge. I don't know. Just towards your goal. Just use the money towards your goal. You got people out here that's breaking themselves for Christmas, and it's insane to me. Like, why are you doing that? Because once that day is over and gone, what are you gonna have? You just gonna, I don't know. I'm trying not to judge, but we just gotta do something different, y'all. We really do. We gotta do something different. We say that we want change, but we keep doing the same stuff over and over. We say that we want change, but do we really want change? Because we keep doing the same stuff. I don't know. But we got to do a self-assessment. Yes, thank you for putting that in the chat. Yep, you're right about that. Yeah, listen, FL2, that's the thing. Let me tell y'all a story. So, me and my husband went out of town for our anniversary. We went to Cincinnati. And so, we went to go spend some time with his brother and his sister-in-law. And so, it was like, even though we were down there, we were still working. And, she got a little irritated with us because she's like, oh, I thought we was going to be able to spend some time together, da-da-da-da. And, and I'm just sitting up here explaining to her, like, girl, with the type of work that we do, we are always connected. When that phone rings, we got to answer the phone. Me and my husband, we got to answer the phone because the people that are calling us, we're trying to build this thing out and free people. We are trying to bring about life change with people. We out here changing people's lives. And we have mentors. So when that mentor call, when that phone ring, you best believe, I don't care where I am, I'm going to answer the phone. And so we was talking on the phone when we was having dinner. I was on the phone. We was on a conference call during dinner. And she was just so done with us. Like, she was just like, oh, no, I'm not feeling this at all. And she was like, I'm starting to get irritated. And I'm just looking at her like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. And my husband, he is so like non-confrontational. Like, he wasn't really saying nothing, but I was just like, girl, I don't know what to tell you. I was like, we got to answer this phone. You have no idea of the magnitude of the work that we doing out here. You have no clue, girl. You just in your own little world, and you mad at us because we working, but we here. At least we here. That's my thought, right? Because you can't get away from it. When you're going after something, this type of work right here, it should consume you, because we done consumed everything else that they done put out here for us to consume. So now it's time for us to take control of our own mind and stop letting them put different ideas and ideology and falsehoods and fictions into our space. It's time for us to claim our space back. So I'm not going to be sitting up here having regular conversations with people. Like, if you're not talking about what I'm talking about, then I'm not interested. I don't care who you is. I don't care who you are. It's not going to happen. There is nothing that we can talk about. I'm not interested. Because whatever you got going on is just going to take me away from what I'm doing. And I cannot afford to be thrown off track by your foolishness or lack of interest in what I'm doing. So no, be mad all you want. I don't care. I don't care. And I was saying this to my mom. I was like, man, listen, I said, something about me. I don't know if it's the Capricorn in me. If I got any Capricorns out here in the chat, I want y'all to put Cappy, Team Cappy, in the comment section, because my cutoff game, when I tell you, is so real. I can cut you off in a heartbeat and not think twice, especially when it comes to the foolishness. And when it comes to that foolishness, listen, I will block you. I will cut you off. I will take your number out my phone. Because I don't have time. I don't have time. I really don't. So that's friends, that's family, that's anybody. Because the Creator sent me here with a specific purpose. And so if you're trying to divert me or send me on some sort of detour, or you're trying to get me to be concerned about things that that's trivial, that really don't matter in life, then there's nothing that I can do. I'm gonna close myself off because I'm on a specific journey here. I'm on a specific journey, you know, and that's part of the reason why people know. Don't call my phone with no foolishness. My family knows. Do not. Please don't do it. Don't call it, because you're not going to be happy. You're going to be upset after we get off the phone. You really are. Because I'm not that person. I'm not that person anymore to just sit and entertain and co-sign on the nonsense when I know that there's a greater purpose for me. And that's how you have to be with your family. It's like now it's time for you to start going through those individuals in your family and saying, okay, this person is going to be one of those people that's going to get me caught up if I deal with them. Or even your friends. I can't deal with you no more because, yeah, you're going to end up getting me caught up. It's time to do that assessment. It's time for us to do that assessment. You're going to get caught up, y'all. Don't get caught up. I'm trying to do this. Don't get caught up, y'all. Alright, I got a second. It's a school bus that stopped in front of me. Let's see what y'all got in here. Yeah. I'm telling you, spiritual stuff or the law, that is it. That's all you're going to get out of me. Yep, exactly what you said. There's a portal open that's going to push us towards our, and you're going to go in that direction, just like you said, regardless whether you want to or not, because you're already headed in that direction. There's definitely, I've been studying that. There's definitely gateways that are open now. There's an awakening that's happening. It's a lot happening spiritually, y'all. Okay, what? There's a lot happening. All right. There's a lot happening. A lot of people still sleep, and it's amazing to me that we are in 2022 and these people still sleep when a lot of the stuff that's going on is literally right in your face. It's undeniable. It's like dead smack in your face and you still can't see it. In 2022, where have you been? Where have you been all these years? Like, it amazes me every day, every single day, when I look at people and I'm like, how do you not know what's going on here? I'm talking about basic stuff, like the fact that the U.S. is a corporation, like stuff like that. Like the basic stuff. I'm like, how do you not know? How do you not know? How could you not know? It's scary. It's scary how sleep people are. It's so scary. Oh my goodness. I thank the Creator, the Most High, every single day that I have the mind that I have, because when you look at the next person and you see how sleep they are, it's like, oh my God, how could you not know? And there's a lot of people in our family that's like that. Even like with my family, it's like, y'all know we've been on this journey for a long time. My mom been on this journey. Y'all know that I got the YouTube channel, and you know the stuff that I teach is not conventional stuff. Like, this is not everyday life for a lot of people, and they just still sleep. They just blind. I went home last week. Man, I got certain family members, they just, I don't know, like, the one thing that I never understood that people watch on TV is they watch a lot of death shows on TV, like crime shows. Like, a lot of people watch those crime shows. Y'all know the ones I'm talking about, like the CSIs and, you know, all of that type of stuff, or unsolved mysteries, where they talking about death and more death, and it's all death. And people will literally sit up there and watch those shows for hours and hours and hours and I'm like, do you not understand what this is doing to your mind? That which you consume, you will become, or you will call it into your space. Why are you so consumed with death and people dying and unsolved mysteries and stuff like that? Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand. I'm just like, why? Just why? I don't know. Don't know. But we yeah, so there's a lot of people that we won't be able to save, y'all. We just won't. It's just not gonna happen. It's a lot of people that we love that we are not going to be able. Yeah, they're brain fried. Yeah. Yep, criminal minds. Yeah, they would rather believe a lie than the truth. That's why they treat us like that. Exactly. That's exactly why they do that. You know, they know. The world knows who we are. It's just a lot of us don't know. Yeah. And the thing is when you start learning these things, you really learn true history, the true history that was hid from us, because there's a lot of history, y'all, that was just straight up erased. And so when we begin to have these conversations, it matters. It matters that people know the true history. It's amazing because there's people out there that's still like, well, why does it matter? Why does it matter for us to know these things now? Because it just does. It just matters. You know, you got all of these people saying, oh, just forget it, just move on. No, don't tell me to move on. Don't tell me to forget it. I'm not forgetting it, and I'm not moving on. Because I deserve to know my history just like you know your own history. How you gonna try to take my history away from me? You've hid it from me my whole life, and now that I'm learning and things are being revealed, you telling me that I'm crazy or it's not true or just to ignore it or just to move on. Nah, that's not gonna happen. I wonder if it's gonna be raining all day, because it's raining. That's gonna determine if I leave out later. Y'all, it's rough out here. So we are at warfare. We're at warfare. We're in a spiritual warfare. We're in a paper war. We are literally at war right now. So we got to do everything that we need to do to protect ourselves, and that means that we have to minimize outside influence in terms of the distractions that these people put in place to capture our minds. You know. So we definitely want to pay attention, though, to what's going on in the news. Not local news. I'm talking about national. You know, in terms of current events. I'm not talking about all the little trivial stuff that they be promoting and talking about. Current events. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Pay attention to current events. Pay attention to current events. Study. And we have to just get more into reading. So, but yeah, I just wanted to hop on and just spend some time with y'all this morning. We got a lot of work to do, so I encourage everyone to carve out some time during your week to make sure that you study, even if it's just an hour a day. Do what you can. I know it's a lot because a lot of people work 9-to-5 jobs, and you know, and that's even by design too, because there's only so many hours in the day, and if you spend 8 hours of that day at work, yeah, it's like you have very little time to really do what you need to do. But it's time to get into these conversations. You know, you can do one last go around with your family. Because y'all, when I tell you I burnt out from having those conversations a long time ago, because they just not coming. They just not coming. And it's okay. It's okay. It is okay. Everybody is responsible for their own spiritual journey. They are responsible for their own salvation. They cannot put that on you. They just can't. I'm about to pull into my driveway, so when I do, I'm going to go back through these comments, and then we're going to end it off on that note. Almost back to the house. Almost. Hold on. Just waiting for these cars to go. Then I got to get in here and get some work done. Alright. Back on my street. And I'm about to pull into my driveway. Rear camera is covered up by water. All right, let's see what y'all got in here. Turn this down. This is kind of loud in here. Raleigh, North Carolina. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Marcia. Millionaire. Hi, Nasir. Thank you so much. I appreciate you too. Jamoris. I see that you're in North Carolina. Good morning, Marcus. Good morning, Dominique. I'm telling you, y'all, listen, pay attention, because TikTok has been advertising survival food for a while. They've been advertising survival food for a while. Yep, and so I'm already looking at, you know, getting my seeds and all this stuff because, like I said, self-sustaining. No, we not. We ain't supposed to be celebrating none of that stuff. None of it at all. That's good that you don't watch any of that, Tucci. It's all a distraction. All of it. It's just a distraction. Yep. Grow your own food. Look up SMART goals. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm good, Chakra Khan. These conversations that we gotta have. We gotta have it. Gotta have it. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to talk to your family because they sleep. They sleep. They will never wake up. It don't matter what you do. They're stuck in the matrix, y'all. They're not gonna make up or wake up. They won't wake up. Nope. Yep. The law of the land. Absolutely. Yes, we do need to pray. We need to be in prayer every single day. Yep. Oh, yes. Yeah, postal money order. Definitely look that up. Yep. Do your own research, y'all, because you definitely are going to want to validate and justify and qualify the information for yourself. You're welcome, Kina. Yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on. It's just, we just have to be more, we got work to do. We really just got work to do. So, but we have to be intentional. We just got to be intentional on what it is that we're doing and stop wasting time on stuff that don't matter. That's it at the end of the day. We just got to stop wasting time because we really don't have a lot of time. We just don't. We don't have a lot of time. Yeah, y'all, I'm about to get off of here because I got to get in this house and get to work. So peace and love to you all. What's today? Today is Wednesday. So today is the last day for the 60% off coupon that I dropped for Cyber Monday. Well, I actually did it for Black Friday too, but today is the last day. It's the last day. Today is the last day. So you definitely want to get in there, get whatever course you can Because next month, well, I keep saying next month, but tomorrow's December 1st, right? On December the 1st, it's going to be the first day of December, so I'm going to be preparing for those classes that are coming in January. We'll be preparing for those classes, so the conversations will be geared towards what's coming up in January. The classes are already on the schedule. They're already on the schedule, and we're going to be dealing with the estate. So the discount is there through today to get 60% off existing courses and the upcoming classes for January through March of 2023. So you definitely want to get in there and get that discount, because we have to know and understand exactly how things are working with the estate. So that's all I'm going to say on that. But yeah, I hope to see you all either in the private Facebook group or in the upcoming classes. For those that are in the Secure Your Interest class, remember, we have that call coming up on Friday. And it'll be Friday, late afternoon, sometime around 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, because I want to make sure that people are off work. That can actually attend the call, that work at 9 to 5. So yeah, it'll be early evening. It'll probably be sometime around 6 o'clock. So definitely look out for that notification, and I will see you all on my next video. I may go live again tomorrow or later tonight. We'll see. All right, y'all. You enjoy your day. Make it a prodigious and productive day. Definitely go throughout your day with grace, open heart, open mind. And yeah, let's get this work done. Let's get it done. All right, y'all. Peace and love. I will see you in the next video. Deuces.